Has it ever crossed your mind how two lands so close in proximity could be so far apart in peace? Today, we delve into the depths of the Israel-Palestine conflict, a decades-long contention that has shaped the course of history and continues to influence global politics. The roots of this conflict can be traced back to the end of the 19th century. At this time, the Zionist movement was born in Europe with the aim of establishing a national homeland for the Jewish people. Fast forward to the early 20th century, the Ottoman Empire, which had control over much of the Middle East, including Palestine, was dismantled after World War I. Britain then took control of Palestine under the League of Nations mandate system. In the years that followed, increasing Jewish immigration to Palestine fueled tensions between the Jewish immigrants and the Arab Palestinians. This tension escalated into violence, leading to Britain handing over the issue to the United Nations in 1947. The UN proposed a partition plan dividing Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states, with Jerusalem under international administration. The Jews accepted this plan, but the Arabs did not, leading to a war in 1948. This war resulted in an Israeli victory and the creation of the State of Israel. However, this was not the end. Several wars followed, including the Six-Day War in 1967 and the Yom Kippur War in 1973, further complicating the situation. The late 20th century saw the emergence of the Palestinian Liberation Organization and Hamas, both seeking self-determination for Palestinians. Fast forward to the 21st century, the conflict continues with no clear resolution in sight. Despite numerous peace talks and agreements, the issues of borders, refugees, settlements, and the status of Jerusalem remain unresolved. Today we have traced the Israel-Palestine conflict back to its roots, examining the origins of the Zionist movement, the role of the British Mandate, the UN partition plan, and the subsequent wars and uprisings. We have seen how this complex and deeply rooted conflict has evolved over more than a century, and how it continues to shape the Middle East today. As we delve deeper into the intricacies of the Israel-Palestine conflict, it's impossible to overlook the significant role played by the international community. The United Nations in particular has been instrumental since the very beginning. It was the UN's General Assembly that passed the resolution for the partition of Palestine in 1947, which led to the establishment of the State of Israel. Major powers like the United States have also been deeply involved in the conflict. Their diplomatic, military, and economic support has often tipped the scales in favor of one side, influencing the course of events and shaping the region's political landscape. Furthermore, international aid and sanctions have been used as tools to exert influence and pressure on the parties involved. This aid, whether humanitarian or military, has often been a double-edged sword, providing much-needed relief but also fueling the conflict. The international community hence continues to play a crucial role in the conflict, with its actions and decisions having far-reaching implications. As observers, it is crucial for us to understand this aspect to get a complete picture of the conflict. As we peel back the layers of political maneuvering and strategic alliances, we arrive at the heartbreaking core of the Israel-Palestine conflict, the humanitarian crisis it has spawned. This conflict has resulted in the displacement of hundreds of thousands of people, creating a refugee crisis that stretches across borders and continents. In the regions most affected by the conflict, access to basic services such as healthcare, education, and clean water has been severely impacted. Infrastructure is often in ruins, leaving the population vulnerable and in desperate need. But perhaps the most haunting aspect of this crisis is the psychological impact on the individuals caught in the crossfire, especially children. They grow up in an environment of fear and uncertainty, their innocence marred by the harsh realities of war and conflict. This humanitarian crisis, a direct result of the Israel-Palestine conflict, serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of political disputes. It is a testament to the resilience of those affected and a call to action for the international community to work towards peace and stability in the region. As we navigate through the harsh realities of this conflict, it is crucial to remember that despite the ongoing turmoil, there are still paths to peace. The first step on this journey is dialogue and negotiation. Open and honest communication between the involved parties is essential to understanding each other's perspectives, breaking down barriers of mistrust and hostility, and working towards a common goal of peace and stability. This process can be facilitated by international mediation and the presence of peacekeeping forces to ensure that these dialogues are conducted in a peaceful and respectful environment. These external entities can provide a neutral ground for negotiations and help enforce any agreements reached. One potential solution that has been proposed time and again is the two-state solution, where both Israel and Palestine would exist as separate sovereign states living side by side in peace. However, this solution is fraught with challenges, including disputes over borders, the status of Jerusalem, and the rights of refugees. While the path to peace is indeed strewn with obstacles, it is not an impossible one. It requires patience, perseverance, and most importantly, a commitment to justice and equality. It is the only way to ensure a just and lasting resolution to the conflict, one that respects the rights and aspirations of all people involved. In conclusion, the Israel-Palestine conflict is a complex issue with deep historical roots. It is filled with a series of wars, political maneuvers, and failed peace agreements. Each event has left an indelible mark on the region and its people, shaping their lives and their future. The unresolved issues of borders, refugees, settlements, and the status of Jerusalem continue to fuel the conflict, making peace seem like a distant dream. But it is essential to remember that this dream is not unattainable. As we continue to watch this conflict unfold, it is crucial to remember its history and the countless lives that have been impacted along the way. It is a reminder that peace, justice, and equality are not just abstract concepts, but real, tangible goals that we must strive for. And even though the path to peace is strewn with obstacles, it is not an impossible one. It requires patience, perseverance, and most importantly, a commitment to justice and equality. As we look towards the future, we must hold on to hope and continue to believe in the possibility of peace. Because without hope, there can be no progress. And without progress, there can be no peace. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We regularly produce videos that delve into important and complex issues around the world, aiming to provide a balanced and nuanced perspective. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Your engagement and support allow us to continue this work and contribute to a better informed world.